Well, today sure seems like a good day to talk about the continual, unending, truly amazing decline of Xbox. And what better way to talk about the decline of Xbox than talking about the decline of the franchise which basically created the Xbox? Yeah. So, if you guys haven't heard, there are some rumors going around that Halo Studios is coming out with a remake to Combat Evolved. And this remake is going to be in the vein of the Resident Evil remakes, where they are going to completely revamp the mechanics and include things like sprinting. Yes, because Halo Combat Evolved definitely needs, it's so old, the mechanics are so outdated and so janky that they clearly need to be updated. This article from comicbook.com, which is referencing a YouTube video from Rebs Gaming, goes into more detail about this. There are rumors that next year Halo Studios is releasing this Combat Evolved remake, which is going to have the updated mechanics such as sprinting, as well as a Halo multiplayer-only Fortnite-like game. Now, take this with a grain of salt. This is all rumors. Apparently, Rebs Gaming has a couple contacts within Halo Studios that have confirmed these, but there's supposed to be an announcement sometime between October 24th and 27th. Whether this is confirmed or not, this is all rumors and kind of hearsay at this point. Another rumor mentioned here in the comicbook.com article, as well as an article from the Game Post, has somewhat confirmed that apparently Halo Studios is incorporating AI-generated elements into the new Combat Evolved remake at apparently every stage of development. So this includes things like designing the terrain, enemy AI. Again, unconfirmed rumors. We don't quite know yet, but it would not surprise me if this was true. Using generative AI for enemy AI and terrain generation. Oh boy. So, first of all, for this video I'm throwing up some gameplay footage. I am playing Halo Combat Evolved via the MCC collection. Okay, now let me just ask you people this. From the gameplay that you are seeing, does this gameplay for Halo Combat Evolved look outdated? Does it look like it really needs a huge update? If your answer is anything but yes, I'm going to suggest that you probably discontinue whatever strong hallucinogens you are taking. Oh my god. I saw the video from Rebs Gaming. It's about a 4-minute video. He says it like it's no big deal, like, oh, sprinting is such a dirty word in Halo. Like, dude, Halo Combat Evolved, let me just get this out of the way. Halo Combat Evolved literally changed not only the face of FPS games on console, but FPS games, period. Okay, and even games outside of its own genre. It's one of the most revolutionary games that has ever been released. It is like the Star Wars of the video game industry. And, this article from comicbook.com is comparing it to the Resident Evil remakes. The Resident Evil games, the first 3, were mechanically dog shit. Okay, you were controlling a character in painted backgrounds, not even fully generated backgrounds, in little boxes, and the camera couldn't move for shit, and you could not control your character worth a damn. Like, there was reason to improve those mechanics for Resident Evil. Halo Combat Evolved does not need any improvement. The mechanics are already perfect. Even to this day, they are tight, crisp, and some of the best game control mechanics of all time. Even on PC, which is what I'm playing on right now. And by the way, sprinting, which has been derided by Halo fans since Reach, does not belong in Halo. Halo works better as a much slower paced game without all the sprinting, where you can more tactically maneuver, Master Chief in combat scenarios. Halo doesn't fucking need sprinting. It's sort of was okay in reach. It was, I won't say it was okay. It was acceptable in reach because it was an armor ability, and you could have sprint, or you could replace that for some other shit. You could replace it with armor lock, you could replace it with a jetpack, with whatever you wanted. So it wasn't too bad. Unlike what Halo 4 did, which just made you could just sprint indefinitely and basically turn Halo into another Call of Duty ripoff. Halo doesn't need sprinting. Ugh. Now let's talk about AI generated. Oh god. So this Halo remake is using AI to generate the terrain and the enemy AI, because of course, you see, it's too complicated to design terrain and to design enemy AI without AI. You need generative AI in game development because it's too hard, guys. It's too hard. We can't do it, and it would take so long, and it's so hard. So we need generative AI, and because we don't want to pay people for their hard work, we need it, guys. I swear. So regarding terrain development, Halo Combat Evolved, its art style, its graphical style, is one of the most iconic in gaming, and Bungie was able to do this back in 2001. Alright, and I'm playing MCC here with the original graphics, and I want you to tell me if, we need AI to improve this. If you say yes to any of these questions, please seek psychological help. And now, enemy AI. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Halo Combat Evolved's enemy AI is known to be excellent. It is known to be some of the best enemy AI in no matter the genre, no matter whatever. You can go watch reviews from a million other Halo channels that can explain how well crafted and well designed enemies AI and combat system is, much better than I can. See, I'm not smart enough to explain it as well as some of these guys like Actman and Hidden Xperia and some of these other, reputable Halo channels. But I'll just say that Halo Combat Evolved's AI is superb. And this is a game back in 2001. And what's weird, too, is that, okay, this well-crafted, well-designed, I would say perfectly designed enemy AI system back in 2001 is so bad, you need to replace it with generative AI crap because Microsoft spent $80 billion on AI investment, and they're forcing you to just put it in the game. We don't care. Put it in the game. Who cares? It's just software. Who cares about all the time that Bungie literally slaved over to handcraft and perfectly design each and every aspect of Halo Combat Evolved? They were originally going to make it an RTS strategy game, but they scrapped that mid-development and made one of the greatest if not the greatest first-person shooter of all time that revolutionized gaming, period. We need to put AI crap in there. Fuck off, Microsoft. Fuck off, Halo Studios. Fuck off fuck off Phil Spencer, whoever decided to put this shit out and make this shit possible and design it all this way. Just stop. I'm not the first one to say this, but the Xbox brand is basically dead. With the ridiculous prices of the consoles, the fact that they're not really trying to sell physical games anymore. Like, I go to Best Buy and I go through the gaming section because I just want to see what's there. The Xbox section is like barren. There are only like a few physical games. And I'm like, why is that? It's like, of course, they're trying to throw everything on Game Pass. No physical game sales. Just put everything on fucking Game Pass. And then they don't want to make their own first-party games. They buy all these studios, and then they just shut them down without them having ever made fucking anything. And, recently with Game Pass being increased to $30 fucking dollars, oh my god, the Xbox brand doesn't really exist anymore. It exists in name only. Xbox in name only is what is going on. Microsoft has absolutely run Xbox into the ground, and I don't know why they did it that way. I don't know if they're trying to kill the brand, but they're doing a really great job. You know, really recently, with the price increase of Xbox Game Pass, I just deleted my Game Pass. I'm not paying $30 a month for it. It's a scam service. They don't have that many games for it anyway. Most of the games are just shitty third-party games from whatever, the Xbox One, and you know, they barely have any 360 games or even Xbox One games. Most of the games aren't worth a shit. And that was why I signed up for Game Pass in the first place. And I was kind of surprised. I'm like, why aren't there as many games as I expect? It was a beautiful idea, Game Pass, but it's way too expensive. And they don't have, honestly, that many games to show on it. They like I said, they barely have any Xbox One or Xbox 360 games. The games they do have are honestly not worth a shit. And it's just a shame. You know, I grew up playing the Xbox 360. I didn't really have Xbox Live, so I didn't have a lot of the multiplayer experiences that other people had, but I played the hell out of my 360. Actually, technically it was my brother's 360, but him and I both played it. We both played Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo Reach. I played Skyrim on the 360. Injustice Gods Among Us was amazing because I'm a DC fan. I had a lot of great memories with Xbox and Halo as well. Halo is one of my favorite gaming franchises. And to see it in this sad, sorry, honestly pathetic state is ridiculous. The Halo franchise, as we know it, it doesn't exist anymore. It's not true Halo. And the consoles now are just glorified streaming devices. And they don't even work that well. My Xbox One had problems connecting to the internet, and now it's a dust collector. And my Series X is having problems connecting to the internet too via wireless connection. So now it's gonna be a fucking dust collector. You know, I'm so glad I bought this damn console to be a great gaming thing. And you know, I bought it for Game Pass. That sounds kind of stupid because I have a PC, but I wanted to buy a Series X just because, hey, I like buying game consoles and I like playing on them. But now it's just it's gonna be a fucking dust collector. I may never use it again. That's just great. I feel so appreciated as a customer. Fuck off, Microsoft and whoever made these damn decisions with Xbox. Just fuck off. I'm done. Alright, guys, well, we'll see. Hey, you know what? Maybe this will all be just a bad dream that we can wake up in 2026, they'll say, hey, here's Halo Combat Evolved. It's the exact same game you saw back then, but it's just a graphical update. And that's another thing I forgot to just give my opinion on. A Fortnite version of Halo? Are you fucking kidding me? Stop. To the entire gaming industry, please stop trying to suck the cock of Fortnite and just make your own game, all right? Just make your own unique vision of a game. I know it will require money and it will require some creative imagination, and you can't use AI to create this, but please, from the entire gaming industry, from gamers, please make games with creative vision. Thank you very much. But we'll see if the rumors will be confirmed when it comes out on October, whenever. Maybe this will all be just a bad dream, and, you know, we can actually get back to making good games, and Xbox can stop being a piece of shit brand, because I would really appreciate that. Alright, everyone, that's all I got to say now, so follow me on Instagram for some fun little stuff and, you know, some updates on the show. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments section below, whether you agree with me, whether you think I'm a dumbass. Go ahead and post your comments. Feel free to even rage at me if you feel inclined to do so, because hey, if you got an opinion, go ahead and share it. This is the place to do it. All right, guys. So have a good one. See you later. I suck at outros. See you on the next one. Bye.